Hey guys, Nick here with GearNut, and this has got to be one of the best 18650 flashlights that has ever hit my tabletop. This thing is crazy. So, Flashlight Z, thank you for sending this down. I love this flashlight, and this is probably going to be the highest recommended 18650 flashlight that I recommend. If you're thinking about buying this, just go buy it. If you're looking for an outdoor flashlight or a tactical flashlight, or a great EDC flashlight that is on the heftier side for an EDC bag, definitely check this one out. So, Flashlight Z, thank you. If you're thinking about buying this, description box below, go help out Flashlight Z. It also helps out my channel. They are the sponsor of this video, and they are extremely, extremely nice people. So, go hit that up, use those links, help out my channel and their company. So let's get this show on the road. There's a lot to cover in a little amount of time. I'm probably not going to be able to hit everything on this flashlight. There's just so much to it. I would highly recommend once you buy it to take a look at your instructions. There is just way too much to this flashlight. It's crazy. So it's got a stainless steel strike bezel up here that does unscrew. It comes off, and if you don't like it coming off, I would put some thread locker on there and lock it down. But one thing I would like to see, Klarus, is I'd like to see a color lens system for this flashlight. This is a great outdoor flashlight, and it's a fantastic tactical flashlight. So get a 3-color lens system, you know, red, green, and blue, and have it be glass, have it screw in there. And I think that this is going to be one of the most epic flashlights ever made. I'm so impressed with this. This thing is awesome. So we'll just screw this back on. If you like your strike bezel, just screw it back on. So now we're going to talk about the LED and a lot of different things that makes this flashlight super powerful. So it's rocking a Klarus XT2CR HDE4 LED. That is a mouthful. That is, and it's also one of the most impressive LEDs I've ever seen, especially paired with this system. It's got an AR coated lens. Let me see if I can get a color shot of that for you. There you go. There's a little bit of reflection going on. So it's got a little bit of color to it. It's got a smooth, deep reflector. That LED is buried down in there. You guys can see that. So all that paired together is going to give you 240 meters of throw. This thing has 1,600 lumens. It's impressive. If you're a Candela fan, this is going to be 14,400 candela at peak beam intensity. That's bright. That's extremely bright. So, this thing is micro USB rechargeable. It's IPX8 waterproof. So, your little port cover here is IPX8 rated. It just keeps getting better every time I look at all these features. So, it comes with its own micro USB rechargeable cord. So what you're going to do is plug that in, and it's going to charge your 18650 battery at 1 amp. So it's got a smart charging system in it. When you plug it in, it's going to turn red if it's charging. It's going to turn green once it's charged, and yellow-orange. It's kind of a yellowish orange if there's an error. So if it has an error with your battery, if there's something wrong with your battery, it's going to show you an error message. It's got a smart charging system in it, which is really freaking awesome. Your battery meter, since we're talking about it, you click this on, green, and it only stays on for just a little bit, but your green is actually, I'm going to do it on low, your green is actually going to be 100% to 70%. It's going to turn orange when it's 70% to 30%. It's going to turn red when it's 30% to 10%, and it's going to flash red when it's less than 10%. So I really like that. And if you can see the little Klarus logo, look at that. They thought about everything on here. It's got an ITS system, so 1600 lumens in this flashlight gets it hot. I'm not going to lie to you, this thing gets hot. And even just my hand right here, I feel the heat on my hand. So it's got an ITS system in it. I call it an ITS system. It's a internal temperature control system. And what that's going to do is it's going to downgrade your light output once this thing starts getting hot. It's going to save your flashlight, and it's going to save your battery. It basically diffuses your situation. So the last thing you want to do when you're running these little super lights, as I call them, they're super bright, so I call them super lights. The last thing you want to do is have it overheat and get your lithium battery hot. That's a dangerous situation. You don't want to do that. So Klarus, you're doing an exceptional job so far. It's got type 3 hard anodized coating. It's got dual switches on the back, secondary and your primary. And let's take a look at the battery, because it comes with its own battery. It comes with a 18650, and I'm impressed with the battery they chose to put in here. They pulled all the stops. So this is a Klarus 3600 milliamp hour battery. 18650 is the size. 3.6 volt, 12.96 watt hour. So it's got reverse polarity protection. It's got gold plating on your emitter side, and it's got gold plating on your tail switch side. The threads on here are square tops, so they're flat topped with just a little bit of a chamfer on the edges. So they're unique. They're not anodized coated. There's a very stout O-ring back here, which gives you plenty of confidence on that IPX8 waterproofing. Pretty freaking awesome. Geez, what am I forgetting? There's a lot to this flashlight. Check this out. This is one thing that I found out. So I have a TRS1 dual remote switch, and here it is. And lo and behold, this screws on, and you can actually use it on this flashlight. Check it out, instant turbo. And I'm in outdoor mode, so it's going to be low. But this dual paddle switch works. Check that out. Super cool. So if that's something you're looking for, I'm going to have that in the description box below as well. Pretty freaking sweet. So let's go over our little modes because we've got still quite a bit to talk about. So primary is going to be instant access to turbo regardless of tactical or outdoor. And your secondary is going to be either strobe or low. I'm in outdoor mode, so once I press this, it's going to enter into low mode. Low is 10 lumens for 200 hours. Tap it one more time. That's going to be medium for 100 lumens for 14 hours. Tap it one more time, and that's going to be high of 400 lumens for 4 hours. Tap it once more. Turbo, 1,600 lumens for 1.2 hours. So let's turn this thing off. Let's turn it back on. There's one more mode in outdoor. My camera's getting ready to die, so let's try to get this knocked out, this segment. So once it's on, you can take and press and hold on your secondary switch right here, and it's going to go into SOS. SOS is 100 lumens for 42 hours. Click and turn it off. It's impressive. There's a lot of features, but you're definitely going to have to read your instructions. Now let's switch it over to tactical mode, and what you're going to do is you're going to press and hold your secondary switch, and you're going to look at your battery meter. Now that's going to switch. It's going to start blinking. There we go. Red and green, red and green. Now you're going to click this, and there you go. It's in strobe. So tactical mode, instant access to turbo, and your strobe. Strobe warning, this is a 1,600 lumen strobe, and it's going to run for 2.4 hours. So in tactical mode, you're going to click your primary, and you can cycle through all your settings. Actually, you lose a setting. So I'm going to show you this. There's your turbo. There's your high of 400. There's your low of 10 lumens. I believe that's low. It's either low or medium. So you do lose either medium or low. I think that is your low. I don't think that's 100 lumens. So Klarus, you've outdone yourself. And Flashlight Z, thank you for sending this down. This is one of the best flashlights that I've ever had. Comes with a micro USB recharging cord, comes with an extra O-ring and a wrist lanyard, and it comes with an awesome little belt pouch. So if you're thinking about picking one of these up, description box below, I'm going to throw some backyard footage in, and I would highly recommend it. Micro USB rechargeable, battery meter, dual switches, 2 modes, strike bezel, it's removable, temperature controlling system. There's a lot to this. So check out the backyard footage and use the description box below to pick one of these up. It's pretty freaking awesome. It can also use 2CR 123A batteries. So I'll check you guys later. So we're out in the backyard with the Klarus XT2CR, and this is low. This is 10 lumens. Check that out. Pretty sweet. This is in outdoor mode. There is 100 lumens. The reflector on this is exceptional. It's freaking awesome. You can actually see up in the trees on 100 lumens. And this is 400 lumens. So now you're starting to see over to the neighbor's house. You know, it really uses the light with that really smooth reflector. And this is going to be turbo. So here is 1600 lumens. This is definitely one of the most impressive flashlights that I've ever had or gotten. This thing is crazy. So I'm not going to do SOS outside or strobe because I don't want to wake all my neighbors up. But this thing is crazy, crazy bright. So, Klarus, keep up the fantastic work.